answer is there. Okay. So the first question is, you have why what would be the output of the following piece of code? You have a simple piece of code, normal if and else, and try to solve this one. And if you know the answer, kindly write on a chat box A, B, C, D.
Yes,
Then I will
yes, sir.
explain you.
Students. Yes, the student have started giving the answers B and C. There are two answers they are expecting. One is B and one is C.
Okay.
Let us see. Yeah.
So I need maximum response from you. You can use your Python editor also, but the story behind it I will explain.
Geeta is saying C, Janvi B, and Deepak, Priyanshu, Roshan is saying C, and again Utkarsh, Daksh are saying B. Okay, students, please use pen and paper or an online compiler. Okay, to run this code, take few seconds more to solve this problem, no issue. So after getting the even output, if you need any explanation regarding this, how we got this output, sir will definitely explain you. Okay, it depends on your enthusiasm how you'll be asking it. Okay, sir, I'm getting the different responses between
Okay.
B and C. Yeah.
So first of all, I display the right answer. Okay? After that, I explain it. So the right answer is C, that is value found. Okay. How it will come, I will explain you. At the statement number one, you have one list. Having one embedded list, that is one. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means a list is with an embedded list. That is contained by a variable I. At the statement 2, you just copy it. You use a copy command or a copy function and make a copy of that list to J. After that, you create a new variable k equals to I, and k is pointing to I. May I explain you again? Inside the J, you just create a copy. And in K also you create a copy. So there is a concept of deep copy and shallow copy behind it. In deep copy, we have a separate memory area allocated, like J will having a separate memory area, while when I write k equals to I, it is a shallow copy. It means it just points to same area memory where I is allocated. At the statement number 4, we have if I is k, it means they are finding is the I is equal to k, and I tell you that in a shallow copy, the I is k is pointing to the same area where I is allocated. It means the statement number 4 is true. When it is true, it comes inside here k0 dot append 1. It means k 0th location pe you want to append the value 1, you append 1. If j0 in k, yes j0 in k, क्योंकि j0 में वैल्यू क्या होगी, j0 में वैल्यू क्या होगी, 1 होगी, और आपने उस पर भी वैल्यू अपेंड करी है, तो प्रिंट क्या कर देगा, वैल्यू फाउंड, और दिस इज द योर आउटकम. Okay, I believe this is clear to all of you.
Yes, students, is the explanation clear? Okay, Janvi is saying clear. Yes, a few students kindly respond. Is this concept clear? Because I got only one response. I need at least a few responses to make sure. Yes, sir, students are saying clear. Everyone understood it well, and they came to know, I think so, how we got answer as C. Yes, sir.
But what is the story behind it? Because you can run this on an interpreter, you will get the answer. But what the main thing behind this code is, what the concept of shallow copy and the deep copy. You may write on your notes also that if you don't do this, you may go through on a Google, and you Google it and you will find a good answer. And uh, most of the interviewer will ask with the experienced programmer also, what is the difference between deep copy and shallow copy, and that concept is there in this code. Okay.
Sir, Fezzi is asking a question. Sir, append
Append.
and वाले वन लिस्ट में नहीं होगा.
देखिए, हाँ वो वन लिस्ट में ही होगा, दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ ओवरराइड एक्चुअली। जब आपने के जीरो पे पहले अभी जो है आई में वो लिस्ट है एक, जो कि वन 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 इनसाइड अ लिस्ट, लेकिन जब आपने डॉट अपेंड कर दिया इट मींस दैट वैल्यू दैट एरिया इज ओवरराइड बाय वन। So it means in that list we have 1 1 2 3 4, and then after that code, if you move to line number 6, then j of 0 is again contains, because it's a deep copy, it contains the value 1, and your k of 0 also contains the value 1. So that's why both are equal. Okay, when you change some value, it will create another copy. हाँ, that question is very good, फैजल ने जो पूछा। जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे केस जीरो डॉट अपेंड वन करा एंड आई एम गोइंग टू चेंज वैल्यू, है ना, शैलो कॉपी में भी अगर मैं वैल्यू चेंज करता हूँ तो फिर वो सेपरेट मेमोरी देता है, तब उसको के को सेपरेट मेमोरी मिल गया, और के को जब सेपरेट मेमोरी मिला तो फिर 1 1 2 3 4 हो गया वहां पे। ठीक है, फैजल ये बात समझ आई आपको?
Yeah, actually Nimish has typed already. Please repeat, sir. So let me, Nimish, is this clear? Because sir has already explained again for the query which is asked by the Fezi. Is this concept clear, Nimish? Yeah, Nimish. Yeah, Fezi, okay. Fezi is he's clear. What about Nimish? Nimish, is any thing left? Okay, Nimish is saying clear. Yes. So
Okay,
hope,
yes.
sir, everyone got this concept well. So
Okay, fine.
I think we can proceed for the next one.
Fine. So please participate in this manner. You will get the more and more knowledge. If you want to enhance your knowledge, it is good that you ask questions. Okay. Now try to solve this.
The good students, Janvi already gave the answer. Geeta have given the answer. They are very quick, but there are different answers lying between B, A. Okay, and Utkarsh is also saying A. Geeta is saying A. Janvi and Daksha saying D. Okay, now the answers A are being repeated. No more B till now.
Okay.
So, students, please again try to solve it. Take few seconds and try to solve it. Hope you are solving, not copy paste the answer. Yeah, I think they're taking time. Sir, we'll give a few minutes time. Okay, let
Sure.
them.
We give them few seconds so that they will
Yes,
try run it and get the answer.
yes, yes.
And the answer is very easy. I just give you a hint. If you just started it, you will get the answer. Just to start it dry run, you will get the answer.
I think students are trying because I did not get any responses from 9:18. So let us wait. I think we'll be getting many responses at a time. As students are compiling either or going for dry run.
If you want explanation, you may write explanation on the chat box. I will start explain. Okay, because we are not going to waste too much time. Na? Your time is very important because you have a less time.
Yes, students, you start typing either answer or ask for the explanation. Okay. Janvi is saying to explain, Nimish is saying to explain. So please explain, sir.
It's very simple one. If you see the def source, the function that is the line number 3 is embedded inside another function that is called def steek. So what the question is asking you, how many times would each function steek or source be executed in the case of statement 2? So if I run the code from statement number 2, that is line number 12, so source function will contain one parameter that is 4, but it will never execute. Why it is not execute? Because it is an embedded function. First the outer function is called, then only the inner one will execute. Now if we change the question, how many times would each function steek and source be executed in the case of statement 1? Yes, we will get some answer, we will get some output, because first the steek is executed, after that steek source will execute. But here, as a question mentioned, that in the case of statement 2, so when the statement 2 runs source 4, it will never run because it is an embedded function. So that's why the option A will be the right one, that is 0 0.
Yes, Janvi, Nimish is clear. And the student who has given the option B, yeah, is this clear? Because I got only few responses, sir. Either students might have need the explanation or okay. Janvi is having a query. Janvi is saying, sir, function could be called from anywhere?
No, because this is an embedded function. To go inside, you need a first to run a outer function. It is a concept of embedded function. It is not a simple function. So for the embedded call, you need to move from first you call Steve, then you can go inside source.
Yeah, Janvi is saying okay. Yes, students, any queries to anyone? Because I got only few responses. I think at least you were needing the explanations, sir. Gave the explanation. It was clear. So okay, right. Please give some responses if it is clear. Bharat is saying clear. Yes, I need few this thing from responses from some of the students. Yes, sir. Sir, students are saying clear. They have understood well. So hope we can proceed for the next question.
Okay, fine. Please kindly participate in every question. You will get some knowledge. Now, this is the interesting one. It contains two new knowledge area for you. Yesterday we discussed one. Other one you will get today only. So you tried it. If you have an answer, you just mention your answer.
Yes, sir. Students have started giving the answers, but there are two answers. One is B, second is D. Let's wait for some more responses. We'll see the majority of the responses and then the answer. Okay, students, good. You are participating well, and I'm expecting all the students need to be participated. Total 104 students are there in the class, but I'm finding not even 10 responses. If you need time, you take some time to solve, but I need all the responses. Good. There is a different option here. Bharat Tyagi saying C. Let's see. Okay. So it is lying between B, C, and D. Okay. We'll see some more responses. Yeah. Ujjwal is saying D. Okay. Harshita is saying B. Utkarsh is D. Again. We'll see. Okay. Students, take some few seconds to solve. No issue. There is no hurry. Let everyone participate, then definitely we'll go for the explanation part.
I again request you, if you don't know how these things are work, still you try on an interpreter and you use your editor and run it. You get the answer, but I will explain you how you reach that answer. So don't worry about that. But you at least you get the answer. If the examiner allow you to cheat, you have to follow that instruction also. I allow you to run this code on an editor and you will get the answer.
Fezzi is saying C, Geeta is saying D.
So I explain it. Student, do you need explanation? I explain it.
Yes, students, kindly type in the chat. Do you need the explanation? Because yes, sir, I think because there are multiple answers. Yes, sir, please explain. Let us see. First, show the output. Okay. Then explain. It will be more efficient then.
The right answer is option number D, D for Delhi. That is 255. And why it is so? That is very interesting story behind it. If you see the parameter of function total, that is statement number 1. We have one parameter initial that contains the value 5. The other parameter is star num and the another parameter is star key. Now what these two represents? That is basically the main thing that we want to teach you in this question. Star num is basically represent. Okay, anyone from you wants to tell me what star num represents here? Or a chat box you may mention what star num represents here.
Students are saying, Karthik is saying list. Yeah, okay. List. Ritik is saying list.
Okay.
That's just only 2 responses till now. And I got one more. Geeta is saying star num represents numbers as arguments.
Okay.
Now everyone is started typing arguments.
नहीं, that is the argument that we know that argument ये हो गया, but ये किस तरीके के argument को represent कर रहा होगा, that is the important one. जैसे कि कुछ बच्चों ने list बोला, they are approaching towards the right area, but it is basically represents the tuple. ये tuple को represent करता है, ठीक है ना? Star num. और अगर मैं double star key लिख देता हूँ, तो ये बेसिकली रिप्रेजेंट करता है आपके डिक्शनरी को।
Yes,
ठीक है,
Ritik said dictionary. Yeah. Okay, good.
ठीक
Ritik.
है, डबल स्टार की रिप्रेजेंट करता है डिक्शनरी को। नाउ व्हाट हैपन इन दिस क्वेश्चन इज we are calling this function from the statement number 9, and at the statement number 9 we have a total. Inside that total we have first parameter 100. That 100 is basically copied to your initial variable, or you can say initial parameter. Okay, so it means the 5 which is assigned in a function is changed to 100 because the first argument is 100 and that will be copied. By default the value is 5, but if the parameter contain the value uh, that is to be initialized. Okay, so now the initial will contain the value 100. 2 and 3, both 2 and 3 are going to star num. They are the part of that tuple, and 2 and 3 are the part of element of that tuple. Star star key will contain your cloud equals to 50, star equals to 100. Cloud is basically, this is called key value pair. Cloud and star are basically key and their value are 50 and 100. That is assigned to your star star key. Inside this, the statement number 2, count equals to initial. You know that initial having the value 100 and 100 is assigned to that count. Okay. Now the count contains the value 100. So count will contain the value. I will write it for your understanding. Count will contain the value 100. Now inside this, we move to statement number 3, that is for n in num. So n is any element in num. In num is a tuple. So we have two elements, 2 and 3. The first it with 2. काउंट प्लस इक्वल्स टू एन, तो इसका मतलब है काउंट में हमने वो 2 ऐड कर दिया, यानी कि 102 गया, है ना। फिर अगेन गए तो 3 भी ऐड हुआ तो कितना हुआ, ये 105। नाउ द काउंट वैल्यू हैज 105। फिर हम पहुंचे स्टेटमेंट नंबर 5 पे, वहां पे एक फॉर की के इन की, यानी की में से वैल्यू फैच करनी है। काउंट प्लस इज इक्वल्स टू की के, सॉरी, इट मींस क्या हुआ, जो की में जो वैल्यू है उसे काउंट पे ऐड कर दीजिए, है ना। की में वैल्यू क्या है, 50 है, तो यानी मैंने यहाँ पे 50 ऐड करा पहले तो, है ना। 50 ऐड करेंगे इसके अंदर तो कितना हो जाएगा, ये 155। लेकिन ये तो दो बार चलेगा ना, हमारे पास दो वैल्यूज है ना यहाँ पे 50 और 100। फिर अगेन चला तो इसमें 100 ऐड हो गया, तो आप देखिए क्या वैल्यू हो गई है 255। और ये जो टोटल वैल्यू रिटर्न इसने काउंट करें 255 रिटर्न कर दिया, यानी कि स्टेटमेंट को रिप्लेस कर दिया हमने किससे, 255 से। सो फाइनल आंसर इज 255। एनी डाउट सो फार, or you need explanation again?
Yes, students, is this explanation clear? I think everyone understood. If still anyone is having any query, you can type again. Okay, Janvi is saying clear, Subhi is saying clear. Yes, clear, clear. I am finding only few students who are continuously repeating. Only few students are participating. Please, at least for saying clear and okay, the maximum students can give the reply, right? Sir, maximum students are saying clear. So hope we can go for the next question.
Okay, fine. So I believe this is clear to you. This is very interesting one, and this question is for your knowledge or enhance your knowledge in the case of tuple and dictionaries. So because you can pass tuple and dictionary as a parameter, because if you have an element you want to operate on it, you will send it. So empty list is basically your tuple. Yesterday we discussed it. It is a list. Huh? Yes, it is a list. It is a collection of element. So they send that collection of element in the form of tuples. Okay. This is the next one. This is very easy, and you will definitely get the answer.
Yes, so we just started giving the answer. Good, very good, good participation. Geeta, Deepak, Tarang, everyone is saying A. Janvi, Ivan, Shutkarsh. Hope some students need some more time. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You will take time. This is very easy one. You will directly run, and you may conclude the answer also.
Yes, students, you take time, no issue, but maximum responses are required because it shows that you are involved in the question, solving the question, which makes a habit. Okay, like your university exam, it is not possible to prepare before day of the exam for the interview. It's not possible, right? Practice makes you more perfect in this. Good, sir. There are very good responses. Maximum students are being responsive for this, and the answer is saying A.
Okay, so they need explanation.
Students, anyone need explanation for this? How we got A? Anyone is here? Yes, you can type in the chat. Yeah, Daksh is saying explain. Okay, so please explain, sir. Daksh is asking for that. Okay, Daksh.
That's actually, this question is basically enhance your knowledge if you apply all function, any function or type function. If you want to write, you may write that the all function returns true if all the items are true. जितने भी items अगर set में उनका return type अगर true है तो all true represent करता है, ठीक है ना. बट आपके पास क्या है, 4 इज ग्रेटर देन 3, कंडीशन इज ट्रू. बट जीरो जो आता है तो जीरो या -3 ये हमारे जो स्टेटमेंट है फॉल्स को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. तो अगर कोई भी एक स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स होगा तो ये ट्रू रिप्रेजेंट नहीं करेगा, ये फॉल्स ही रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. तो इसलिए यहाँ पे क्या आया, फॉल्स आया आपके पास. प्रिंट एनी एस, एनी फंक्शन क्या होता है, एनी कहता है कि अगर कोई भी ट्रू है तो ट्रू हो जाना चाहिए, ठीक है. तो आप ये भी मान सकते हैं जैसे कि आप लोग एंड ऑपरेटर या और ऑपरेटर आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा. तो अगर मैं और लगाता हूं तो उसका मतलब एंड ऑपरेटर है. अगर एंड ऑपरेटर में लगाता हूँ तो अगर एक भी अगर फॉल्स होगा तो सारे के सारे फॉल्स हो जाएंगे. तो यानी कि प्रिंट ऑल के अंदर आपका रिजल्ट क्या आने वाला है, फॉल्स आने वाला है. एनी को आप और की तरह केस लेके चल सकते हैं. अगर कोई भी एक ट्रू है तो ये ट्रू रिप्रेजेंट करेगा. यस वी हैव फर्स्ट एलिमेंट इज ट्रू, 4 इज ग्रेटर देन 3, दैट इज ट्रू. So that's why it represent true. And last one is print type s. अगर आप देखें तो s में जो है curly braces लगा हुआ है. अब curly braces का मतलब आप लोगों को पता है कि set को represent करता है, तो ये class set को represent कर रहा है. Therefore the answer is false, true, class set. यहाँ पे इस क्वेश्चन को देने का reason is to enhance your knowledge in all, any and type. These three functions. Okay. So I hope this is clear to you. If any doubt, please comment on a chat box.
Yes, Daksh, is this clear? Daksh is saying clear. Anyone is having any query regarding this, kindly type in the chat. Else we'll proceed for the next question. Yes? Kindly respond in the chat. Anyone needs the explanation? Shall we proceed? Sir, next. Okay. Please go for the next question, sir.
Okay, fine. This is another interesting question. You will try it. I tell you I just give you a hint. It is based on the concept of class variable. If we access a variable from class, what is its behavior? If we access a variable through object, what is its behavior? So you will check it once and give your answers.
Sir, already students started giving the answer as soon as the question was displayed. Everyone is saying A. Good. There is a huge response, a very good response, a quick response for this. Yes, students, kindly more students need to be participating in this. Take few seconds time to solve it, no issue, but I'm expecting the maximum responses for this. Yeah, everyone is saying A, sir. Good. Yeah, Rohan, Divya, Kaustubhi, Shivangi, Ritik, Ritika. Good. Yes, students, I think everyone is getting this answer. Please kindly respond. Anyone need the explanation for this? How we got this answer? Explain. Supriya is saying to explain.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Okay, fine. I explain it. This is one of the interesting problem based on OOPS concept. In this, if I consider this as a statement number 7, this one as 8, this one as 9, this one as 10, this one as 11. So from the statement number 7, if we in the statement number 11, we create one object B. Okay. Whenever we create an object, you know that its constructor is fired. So inside that constructor, we are getting the value self.x is equals to 40. So self.x having value in the object B as 40. Okay. Next, we create a object for A in the statement number 8. Here A equals to capital A at the bracket. So once this object is created, its constructor is fired, then it contains the value self.x is equals to 20. Okay. After that, at the statement number 9, you are assigning the value object.x will contain the value 60. It means you change the value of object.x to 60. Okay, this is object.x. While at the statement number 10, this is class.x is equals to 80. It means you create a new variable, you create a new class variable, that is x. Okay, क्लास वेरिएबल हैविंग, मैंने पहले भी बताया था, अपने लेक्चर्स में बताया है, क्लास वेरिएबल हैविंग सेपरेट मेमोरी एरिया, object variable having separate memory area, it doesn't mean they override. They have a separate memory area, it means they have their own value, they contain their own value. After that you print a dot x, so a dot x will contain 60, capital A dot x will contain 80, b dot x will contain 40. So the option number A, that is 60, 80 and 40 is the right one. What the knowledge is you are getting behind it, that the class variable having a different memory area, while your object member having a different memory area. Okay, they are not override. If someone say capital A dot x override that small a dot x value, that is not true. They have a different memory area, and different memory area contain their different values. Okay, that's why we contain 60, 80 and 40. So I think it is clear to you.
Yes, I think Prekhar is saying acha. Okay, means he understood. Yes, Geeta, is this okay? Supriya? Okay, sir. Yeah, sir, they are saying still any students need the explanation for this, kindly respond, else we'll proceed for the next one.
Kindly respond on this. If you still face any kind of shyness that you don't want to disclose your name and you don't want to ask here, you can WhatsApp me. I will definitely give you the answer. Okay.
So I think
So,
everyone is giving response that they have understood. Sir, Kritik Singh is saying, please again, which I think he want to explain b dot x.
Kritik, B is a child of A, and it is having its own separate memory area, and inside that, the self.x is a part of that B. Okay, so if you assign self.x at the statement number 7 that I write here, 7, once it runs, so inside that B memory area, inside the object of small b, it will contain self.x equals to 40. That is also a separate area, no? Separate area. That's why you are getting, when you call small b dot x, you will get the value 40. Okay. If it is same, it will override. Definitely it will override. But it is not same. So we are getting the knowledge of that these memory areas are separate from each other. There is no override here. Okay. I believe it is clear to you.
Okay, Kritik. Okay, yeah. Any more queries to anyone? Anyone need explanation? Else we'll proceed for the next one. Yes, students. Shall we proceed? Yes, sir. Please kindly proceed. We'll go for the next question.
This is also one of the direct question. If you tried it, you will definitely get the answer.
Yeah, students have started giving the answers. Very good. B, B, B. Everyone is saying B here, but got only few responses. We'll wait for some more responses.
Whoever is giving the answer D, kindly go through once again. Maybe they are right, but still I request you, please go through go once your answer. Don't try to be hurriness. You have a time, you take your own time and give the answer.
Let's see, sir. Okay, students, take 30 seconds time. Okay. Meanwhile, we'll be seeing how many responses we'll be getting, whether anyone changed the answer or not. Then we go for the explanation part. Okay. I think students are trying because responses have been stopped. Let us see, sir. Okay, we'll take few more seconds. Because even though some student gave the late response, they gave B as the answer. So they're solving. I think many students are solving this. Yeah, B. Sir, I think we need to display the answer. Yes, sir. All students are saying B anonymously. Kindly display the answer, sir.
So answer is A, B, B.
Very good. Okay, very good, students. It's a beautiful response. Okay, anyone need explanation for this? How we got ABB as an answer? No. Okay, I think, is this clear to everyone? Excellent. Yeah, Priyanshi Saxena is saying to explain. Okay, sir, we'll do it for you. Priyanshi, don't worry.
Okay,
Sir, please.
Priyanshi, if you see the statement number 11, here we create an object of class capital A. Okay, and as my story always revolve, there is no constructor here. So constructor is default constructor is called, but it will not contain any value. Okay, Matlab, the default values that you already know from the Java, the same things is happen in Python also. At the statement number 12, we create an object of B class. At the statement 13, we create an object of C class. Okay. But once you reach the statement number 14, that is A dot A, it means the function of uh, class A will execute this one. And you have inside this function, you have one print statement that is A. So it will print this A. Okay. Now after this, again, at the statement of 15, we call b dot a. That b dot a is called, so it will jump to b's definition. So we have here b, so it will print b. After that, we have a statement number 16 where we call c dot b. So this function b is called. Inside this, they write print b. So a baby. I believe any student will give the answer triple B, D option. This one.
No, sir. No. Actually, the responses are on only B. No D. No
Okay,
D.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. So I don't need to explain that area also. So Priyanshi, are you able to understand this top? This is very simple one and just a calling of the function.
Yes. Priyansh is saying yes. Any more responses, beta? Kindly respond. Any more queries or any explanation required? Hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Please say okay, clear. Then we'll proceed for the next one.
Okay, fine.
Please
I will
type
proceed.
yes, sir. Clear. Everyone is clear because everyone gave the same answer. Only there was a one query. As you already, she's also got cleared with this concept. Sir, please proceed to the next question.
So this is the next one. You tried it. It is simple mathematics calculation, and you will definitely get your answer.
Yes, sir. Students have started responding immediately as soon as the question was flashed. B. Everyone is saying B as an answer. Okay. We'll give 30 seconds. Let everyone think for this. Those who are unable to respond immediately, no issue. There is no hurry. Start solving it and give the response. Take 1 minute time, no issue. Yeah, B. So everyone is saying B as an answer. The students, anyone need explanation for this? Kindly, meanwhile, type that too. If anyone need explanation, please type in the chat box. So that no, Jan is saying no. Yes. What about others? Any explanation required for this? Anyone?
So the output is definitely B. Congrats all the students who gave us answer.
Shivangi Agarwal is saying to explain. Okay, definitely Shivangi.
Okay, Shivangi, if you see, we have statement number 12, 13, and 14. Here we create an object of class ABC. At the statement number 15, we have obj1.m1. It means we are calling the function of object1, that is the part of class. So it will return the value 65. If you see, it returns 65. So this value 65 minus obj3.m15. So we pass one value as a parameter in obj3. Obj3 is here. Obj3 is a part of your class C. It is an object of class C. When you call obj3.m1, so it means it will call m1 function. Okay. So because this follow the inheritance model, then m1 function basically is not declared in class C, but it is available in B, and C is inherited from B, so it will call that obj m1 with the parameter 5 here in X. But this parameter is just to confuse the student. We are not going to do any operation with this parameter, but inside this function there is one return, that is 66. So this value is 66. Then again we add obj3.m2, obj3 object3.m2. So object 3.m2. Object 3 is the part of है ना? And again we are getting object 3.m2 is 68. Okay, so this one is 68. So if you manipulate this value, 65 minus 66, that is -1, -1 plus 68, that is 67. So the outcome is 67. So I believe this is clear to you. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, students are saying yes, it is clear to everyone.
No, the girl having some doubt in this. Is it clear to her?
Yes, Shivangi? Yeah, Shivangi said already clear.
Okay, fine. Thank you,
Yes.
Shivan.
Yes, everyone is saying yes, it is clear to everyone. So kindly proceed with the next question.
Okay, fine. So this is the next one, and I believe with this type of question earlier also in our last class, and you will definitely respond it well.
Yes, students are responding A, sir. Maximum students are responding A, but please, I am expecting more number of students to respond.
We already did one question yesterday on this concept, and definitely you will reply the answer.
Yeah, Janvi, Deepak, Tarang, Daksh, Roshan, Prakha, okay, and Shivangi, Fezi. Everyone is saying A as the answer, sir. So, students, anyone need explanation for this? Don't hesitate. You can ask for the explanation. Okay. Do not hesitate that, because some students have the hesitation that everyone is giving answer. If I ask for the explanation, what they will think. Don't think that. Okay. You need the explanation. You need the job. You need the placement. So you clear your doubt. Don't think about others. Yes. Anyone need explanation for this? Kindly type in the chat. Okay. No. Yeah. I think, sir, this is clear to everyone, because
Yeah, yesterday we did this question on the same concept. I believe this is clear to them. So we proceed to next question.
okay, friends, we'll proceed for the next question. Right. Please check
What
this.
what would be the output of the following code segment? If you attend my exception handling classes, you know that what assert is doing, and definitely you will give the answer.
Sir, there are different this thing. Janvi is saying no output. Deepak is saying A, and some are saying D. There are let's wait for some more seconds. Let's see what type of answers we'll be getting. So it is lying between A, D, and C. A, D, and C. Now maximum answer replies are on A, C. So it's between A and C. Yes, students, no issue. Okay, don't get hurry. Solve it, and then start giving the answer. Because please observe, others are giving a different response. Just think why they are giving a different response. If you are correct, it is okay. Else, please go through the question once. Okay, try to understand the question and start giving. Okay, Shubhi has changed the output to C. Kaustubh A. I think explanation required for this, because students are getting more confusion regarding the output of the program. First, show the output, sir. Then we'll proceed for the explanation part.
So the output is X too small.
I think only one student gave this response. Yeah, Shubhi.
I believe there is some confusion between A, because yes, assertion error is here. Assertion error is definitely here. But what the question is saying, what would be the output of the following code segment? है ना? Assertion error अगर occur होता है तो whatever statement you write, that is to be print ना. जैसे अगर आपको याद है हमने क्लास में विकेट और क्रिकेट वाला लिया था, and cricket string is not equals to the wicket string. So the output आपको याद होगा, उसने वहां पे लिखा था there should be a string cricket, not wicket, ऐसा कुछ लिखा हुआ था, है ना? Whenever the assertion error is occur, the statement which is written just after the comma is to be print. कई एक बच्चे ने मेरे से पूछा भी था क्लास में कि सर विदाउट प्रिंटफ स्टेटमेंट क्यों काम कर रहा है, तो मैंने उसको तब भी एक्सप्लेन किया था कि ये एक तरीके का डिबगिंग टूल, डिबगिंग काइंड ऑफ टूल है, ठीक है, जिसको हम असर्शन एरर बोलते हैं, इसलिए शायद कई लोगों को कंफ्यूजन हुआ था। हाँ, अगर ये स्टेटमेंट ट्रू होती है, अगर मैं फिर कंफ्यूजन को हटाने की कोशिश करता हूँ, अगर ये ऐसा होता है x y इज ग्रेटर देन, है ना, स्टेटमेंट अगर ट्रू होती तो नो आउटपुट होता, क्योंकि ये स्टेटमेंट फॉल्स है, तो इसलिए जो आउटपुट है वो हमारा x2 स्मॉल आया, जो भी स्टेटमेंट हम लिखते हैं साथ में वो प्रिंट हो जाती है, ठीक है। तो यस, इट इज एन असर्शन एरर, एरर इज ऑकर्ड, और एरर ऑकर हुआ है दैट इज ट्रू, और एरर हुआ है, और एरर हुआ है दैट इज ट्रू। मैं ट्रू वर्ड क्यों कह रहा हूँ कि मैंने उस टाइम बोला था कि ये इफ एल्स की तरह वर्क करता है। एरर हुआ है दैट इज ट्रू, अगर ट्रू आ गया तो इसका मतलब जो स्टेटमेंट साथ में लिखा है वो प्रिंट हो जाएगा। तो स्टेटमेंट क्या है यहाँ पे, x2 स्मॉल, तो वो स्टेटमेंट प्रिंट हुआ है यहाँ पे, ठीक है। और अगर इस असर्ट उल्टा होता, यानी कि y is greater than x होता और condition is true, then there is no output. Okay, so I believe this is clear to you.
Sir, Utkarsh is saying both A and D will be printed.
A is printed by default by the system, and it will be printed as assertion error colon x2 small, मतलब पहले assertion error लिखा होगा फिर colon x2 small, बट वहां पे क्या लिखा है, what with the output, आप तो आउटपुट ये देना चाहते हैं ना, एज अ कोडर, एज अ प्रोग्रामर, ये आउटपुट तो आपने लिखा है ना बेटा। assertion error किसने लिखा है, assertion error तो सिस्टम ने लिखा है, वो तो अगर आप ये नहीं भी लिखते तब भी assertion error लिखता। आउटपुट हम किसको बोलेंगे, जो यूजर, जो वाला एज अ प्रोग्रामर आपने यहाँ मेंशन करा है, किसके लिए, यूजर के लिए मेंशन करा है, दैट इज द आउटपुट फॉर अस। सो आउटपुट इज x2 small. I
Yes,
hope now
friends.
it is clear.
Deepak, Utkarsh, is this clear? And regarding the other students who has opted for the A, B, C options, is this clear to everyone? Kindly respond. Still, anyone need any explanation? Please let us know. Else we'll proceed for the next question. For the next one, okay. Yes, Janvi is saying clear. Roshan, yes. Priyanshi, yes. I think it's clear to everyone, sir. Hope we can proceed for the next one.
When I flash the next question, I need attendance from you people. Kindly write the attendance also and solve this problem.
Students, meanwhile, type the attendance, then start solving giving the response. For the okay. D. I got one response. D. Priyanshu is saying D. Rajat is saying D. Yeah. So I'm finding D as an answer. Utkarsh, Gupta, Nitish, Dilip, Deepak. Yeah. So I think students are busy in typing the roll number 2. Let's wait for a few seconds. C. Priyanshu is saying C. There is a different answer here. Again C. Okay. Sanskriti is saying D, sir. I think I'm getting some background noise from your side.
From my side?
Yeah. Some, what we say, vehicle sound. Shivang is saying C. Ayush is saying C. Not much, but slightly. Sir, the responses are between, previously it was D, now it is a change to C.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm getting horn sound from your side, please. Sir, please explain, because I think students are being confused between C and D.
This concept is basically based on a variable overriding concept. Okay, so if you drag run this code at the statement number 6, one function f is fired, and once this function is fired, inside that function we have one try statement. Inside that try statement, nothing is there, it just return 1. Once it return once, so k will contain the value 1. Okay, by that return. Okay, now you know that finally is always running in spite of वहाँ पे error आया है या नहीं आया है, जैसे finally run होगा उसने क्या रिटर्न कर दिया इस फंक्शन से? 2 रिटर्न कर दिया. Now the value of k is override. Okay, the value that we assume that it is 1, that is override to 2. Why? Because the finally statement returns 2 after the return of 1. So k value is override to 2. And when I print k, I will get the result 2 as an output. I believe this is clear to you.
Students, those who are saying C as an answer, is this concept clear? Roshan is saying clear, Priyanshi clear. Yes, students. Yeah, clear, clear. They are giving the response are clear. Yes. So we can proceed to the next, because maximum student, no one is having any query regarding this. Everyone is saying clear.
I believe this is our last slide, and we finish all the today's sessions problem. Now you can stop the recording and student may open their mic and ask the questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, okay. So I will stop recording. Okay, right? 1 second.